Hi there. In this lesson, we'll be looking at balancing chemical equation. We're looking at how to balance these polyatomic element equation or compound equation. We'll see, when you have an equation like this, don't be scared. What you need to do is to take the balancing of equations step by step. Well, if you have not balanced a chemical equation before, we have a video where we introduce the balancing of chemical equation, where we solve questions that are simpler and more basic and straightforward. But in this question, these are complex questions which requires your knowledge or understanding of how to balance chemical equation in this perspective. Now, the first thing to do is to write the equation. You have over there sodium hydroxide, and then you have that guy, and then we make a space sodium chloride. Alright, now take account of what you have. You have that iron is 1, iron is also 1. Let me read through what I have here. Chlorine is 3, sodium is 1, oxygen is 1, hydrogen is 1. Over there I have sodium, let's start from chlorine now. Chlorine is also 1, sodium is also 1, oxygen is 1 times 3, that is 3, and then hydrogen, 1 times 3, hydrogen is 3. Having done that, we notice that chlorine is 1, fluorine is 1. Chlorine is 3, is that 3? No, chlorine is 3 here, chlorine is 1 here, so there's a problem with chlorine. And then sodium is 1, sodium is 1, good. Oxygen, there's a problem with oxygen, there's a problem with hydrogen. Let's start off with chlorine. What will I do to this chlorine on this side to make it equivalent to 3? If I should add 3 here, notice that chlorine will become 3. That's the first thing to do. But 3 times 1, sodium will also change to 3. But over here, we have that sodium is 1. What am I going to do? If I should add 3 to this side, sodium will also change to 3. But meanwhile, the equation will change. Oxygen is now 3 times 1, which is 3. Oxygen becomes 3. Hydrogen, 3 times 1, hydrogen becomes 3. Okay? Balance out the hydrogen on this side. And what hydrogen we have, it's also 3. Now, what's the problem we have? Let's check what we have. We have that iron is 1, iron is 1. Chlorine is 3. Over here, chlorine is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Here, 1 times 3 is 3. Sodium is 3. Over there, sodium is 3. 3 times 1, 3. Sodium, 3 times 1, 3. That's good. Oxygen is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Oxygen over there, 3 times 1 is 3. Hydrogen is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. And 3 times 1 is 3. We can see that the equation is balanced. I want you to pause the video and try out the other question. But let's just solve it. We have the other question. And after balancing your equation, make sure you check that the number of elements on the product side equals the number of elements on the reactant side. What you have on this side, you have on this side. What you have on this side, you have on this side. So we have that guy, propane plus O2 gives you CO2 plus H2O. Now, the first thing is to give account of what you have. Carbon is 3, hydrogen is 8, oxygen is 2. Carbon is 1, oxygen is 2, hydrogen is 2. Oxygen is not 2. Oxygen is 2 plus 1, that is 3. Now, first of all, check for when you have a problem. The problem we have is with carbon. Carbon is 3, carbon is 1. If I should add 3 to this side, so I have that carbon is 3 times 1 is 3. But the oxygen will change. 3 times 2, that is 6. And 6 plus 1, that is 5. Oxygen is now 5. Now 3 times 2, that is 6. 6 plus 1, that is 7. Now meanwhile, hydrogen is 2. Hydrogen is 8. Now if I should add 4 times 2, that will give me hydrogen to become 8. And oxygen will eventually change. 4 times 2, that is actually 4 times 1, that is 4, plus 3 times 2, that is 6. Everything is going to give me 10. Now on this side, I have that oxygen is 2. 2 times what will give me 10. Eventually is 2 times 5. So over here, 2 times 5, that is 10. Let's check what we have. Carbon is 3, carbon is 3. Hydrogen is 8 over there. Hydrogen is 8. 4 times 2, 8. Oxygen is 10. 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Oxygen is 3 times 2, 6. Then 4 times 1, 4. Everything is 10. Now that equation is balanced. What you have on this side, you have on this side. What you have on this side, you have on this side. So let's go to the next one. The next one says that potassium tetrasulfate plus that guy. Okay? I'm trying to manage the space anyway. And then, oh, I need the space now. Right? Well, let's try and squeeze it inside here. So 4. And then we have 3. This is question number 3. Alright. Now, if you have this, let's list out what we have. We have that potassium is 2. We have that SO4. Treat this polyatomic element, polyatomic compound as one thing. Now we have it to be 1. We have aluminium is 1. Chlorine is 3. Potassium is 1. Chlorine, let me follow it. SO4 is over there, is 3. And then we have another one, aluminium. Aluminium is 2. And then we have that chlorine is 1. Now let's check what the problem is. Potassium is not balanced. The compound tetrasulfate is not balanced. The compound aluminium is not balanced. Chlorine is not even balanced. Let's start off with the potassium. If I should add 2 potassium to this side, which I will have 2 times 1, that is 2. But the chlorine will now change. 2 times 1, chlorine becomes 2. Over here, I have 3 chlorine. So what am I going to do in this situation? Now what I need to do is that if I look at it in this perspective, what if you look at it in this perspective, if you add 2 to this side, if you add 2 to this side, what you have is 2 times 3, it is 6. Now my chlorine will change to 6. I want to go back to this side. If I go back to this side, I will have to multiply this by 6 so that my chlorine will become 6. We're changing this to the 6. 6 times 1, that is 6. Alright? So, having done that, the potassium will also change. Potassium will change to 6. But over here, I have 2 potassium. So, what I'm going to do is 3 on this side. 3 times 2, I have it to become 6. Meanwhile, you notice that the equation is gradually dissolving. Are you with me? Now, we now go to the next one. The next one here, we have potassium to the 6. Potassium to the 6. Chlorine to the 6. Chlorine to the 6. Now, SO4. SO4, 3 times 1, that is 3. SO4 over here, 3 times 1, that is 3. You see, it's now gradually dissolving. Now, aluminium is what we have next. 2 times 1, that is 2. Aluminium is also 2 on this side. So you can see that what you have on this side, you have on this side. What you have on this side, you have on this side. Let's cross check our equation again. Now we have potassium is 6, 3 times 2 is 6. Potassium is 6, 6 times 1 is 6. The tetrasulfate is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Over there is also 3 times 1, 3. Aluminium is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Over there is 2. Chlorine is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Over there, 6 times 1 is 6. Let's go to the next equation. You can, at this juncture, pause the video and try out the next equation yourself. But without much further ado, let's get into the business of the day. Alright? Okay, we have over there copper tetrasulfate reacting with sodium triazonitrate, and then gives you that polyatomic compound. Alright? And then with running out of space. Okay? Running out of space. Alright. Now Please don't confuse them. Now, we have this on the board. Hope I'm correct. Yeah, I'm correct. Now, let's list out what we have on each side. We have copper. Is it copper or calcium? That is calcium, not copper. This should be calcium, all right? So, this should be calcium, all right? Okay, now we have calcium, 1 here. Calcium is also 1 here. Now we also have SO4 is 1. Over there, SO4 is 3. And then we have here sodium. Sodium is 1. Over there, sodium is 2. Now, over there, what we have? We have NO3. Now, we do have a polyatomic compound. Treat them as 1. Now, NO3 is 1. Over there, NO3 is 1. Let's check what we have again. We have calcium 1, calcium 1, SO4 1, SO4 3. Alright? The SO4, what we have? This SO4 is not 3. This is a number. It is not 3. Okay? Remember, I'm trying to make a space from here. This is number 3. So there's no 3 here. Check from the equation. Okay? So over here, SO4, where is it? Is 1. SO4 is 1, SO4 is 1. Sodium is 1, sodium is 2. Okay? We have a problem with sodium, we have a problem with sodium. That is what the problem is. Now, NO3 is 1, NO3 is 2. Alright? So we have a problem with sodium, we have a problem with NO3. Now, let's start with balancing the equation of sodium. Sodium is 2 here. If I add 2 to this side, 2 times 1, that will make my sodium to become 2. But meanwhile, this equation is affected. 2 times 1, that will also give me 2. Are you seeing that now? So we have sulfur. Sulfur, tetrasulfate, which is 1. Tetrasulfate is also calcium, is 1 calcium. I think the equation is balanced now. Calcium is 1, calcium is 1. Tetrasulfate is 1. Tetrasulfate is also 1. Sodium is 2. Sodium is also 2. And then NO3 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. NO3, 1 times 2 is 2. Now you can see that the equation is balanced. We'll go to the next one. In the next question,